Hello, good morning and welcome to new Forest Morphs. Jared and I have been going through the collection as we've been cleaning today, and it's also pairing day. So Jared, what are our pairs today that we're going to be looking at?
So the first one we're going to put is our Banana Super Pastel Orange Dream, and he's going to the pinstripe.
Okay, so that'll be Apollo. So look and see how he's looking. He's chilled. He ate a multi-Jared this week, so he's eating and breeding, and he's in good size. Beautiful animal. There we go. Let's have a little look at him, make sure he's all good. He's putting on weight, Jared. I love it when male breeders eat during the breeding season, because you always worry about your animal if they don't put on the weight during the breeding season, but he's managed to increase his weight and breed, so he's the perfect male, really, isn't he? Right, let's put him in with the Penelope. Now, we thought Penelope had stopped eating, but she's now taking multis, Jared, as I was feeding this week, so she's still building. So I think she's going to be a while before she gives us a clutch. We'll just have a little look at her, Jared, and see what your thoughts are on her. She's got to be about 2.4, 2.5 kilos, would you say?
Yeah. And
she's bulking up nicely. So we'll put the banana in with her. Let's see what kind of behaviour they show to one another. We'll have a little look, Jared, and see what's going on. Now, you've purposely left this one unclean, haven't you?
Yeah, I want her to have her smell in there, so he can be attracted to it.
So yeah, so he's pretty good at picking up the scent trail, and she's been quite receptive. They have locked before, haven't they?
Yeah.
So let's see where he goes. He's working his way towards the girl. There we go, and he's straight on her. It's lovely, isn't it? That shows compatibility. So we'll leave them in peace. We'll let them get on with their courtship. Well, there we go. He's starting to check her out. Right, the next pairing, Jared?
Cinnamon pie to the pied.
Cinnamon pie to the pied, so that's Elvis. And that'll be this one here. Just make sure he's looking good. He's bowl wrapping at the moment. We've made a temperature adjustment, Jared, haven't we? We should explain what we've been doing there. Because the spring is here, at least we believe it's here, we've had some really good temps in the UK. We got as high as 22 in London yesterday. It was the hottest day in the UK for 52 years, Jared. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I swear last year was
hottest day in March, sorry.
Oh, okay.
So hottest day in March.
And then his.
So he's going in with Athena. Now she is a female pied, and we're looking to produce some cine pieds. And how's she looking, Jared?
Is she nice and plump?
Nice and plump, is she? Looking good. Right, we'll put him in. Put him to work. There we go, big fella. Gently put you in there. I think they're going to make lovely babies.
Yeah.
We'll leave them in peace. Yeah, so what we did, Jared, just coming back to the temperature adjustment, we decided to open up one of the windows in the facility just to make it breathe more, and it was making quite an impact on the humidity and also on the air circulation within the facility, because obviously as it's warming up you don't want it to overheat on your ambient temperatures. But what happened was we found that the ambient temperature dropped overnight because of the clear skies. And we were coming in and we had a 2 or 3 degree drop in ambient temperature, which was infecting the heat spots. And the heat spots were down by 2 or 3%, and we went through the whole lot and readjusted. So we've brought the temps and hot spots back up to 90, and everything seems to be doing pretty well since you've done that, Jared. So I think it's really important to do at least a weekly overall check on everything on your temps, particularly with the weather changing. So don't assume that everything's all in sync and everything's on point, because as the weather outside changes, you'll find that the ambient temperature in the room changes, which affects the hot spots, if that makes sense. So it's a question of always fine-tuning it through the season. So that's one good thing. We've noticed also the humidity's gone up because we're allowing the moisture from the new forest to come into the facility. So it feels a lot more comfortable in here for us as well, doesn't it, Jared? So it's cleaner air, better ventilation, and actually getting some circulation going through. So I think overall it's a good move, but there might be a small adjustment there. Okay, so the next, we've only got 4 pairings today, so there's 2 more, Jared.
Titus, I'm a Harvey Ultra male.
Let's have a look at him, make sure he's looking cool. And where are we going to put Titus? Where's he going this
He's going to the Phantom.
He's going to the Phantom. Okay. And she's packing on weight. She ate a small rat during the week, so she's building. Titus likes to stay on the cool side, so as I pick him up, he's quite a cool character, this guy. So I think he likes to be at the cooler side of his But I think that's understandable, because if you think about it, males that want to breed want to keep their sperm cool. They don't want it to overheat, because if you get a spike in temperature, you can kill the sperm. So if males naturally want to give the best breeding opportunity, they naturally stay on the cooler spot. So it's interesting, isn't it? There we go, Jad. He's checking you out. He's thinking, which girl am I going to today? And let's put him in then, Jad, and see. Jade's over here. Let's have a good look at her, make sure she's looking good. She's certainly packing on weight, Jad. I think she's going to be a 3 kilogram girl when she's fully loaded. Let's put these two together. And let's have a hello. He's coming out to see me. He's not. Yeah. Is she in shed? Is she not up to your fancy this week? Let's see if we can redirect him back to the business. He's normally very good at checking out the girls, but there we go. She does look a little bit darker than normal, but she might be starting to move into shed, Jared, and he might recognise that. So we'll put them together and see. She's not in complete shed, but she's just starting to turn. So have a little look inside, Jared, see what he's doing. You can see he's rubbing his body on her to stimulate her, checking her out as part of that. So we'll leave them in peace, shall we, and see how they get on. And then the final one, Jared,
is the dreamsicle.
Dreamsicle boy. And where are we going to put the dreamsicle boy today?
He's going to the pastel 100% het pied.
Pastel 100% het pied. And what are we hoping to achieve there, Jared?
Well, I'd like to get some pastel pies that are het for lavender albino.
Yeah, there he is. Let's have a little wee look at him, make sure he's good to go. There he is, Jared. Beautiful boy. A little bit shy, but again he's about 1100 grams, so he should be good to go. And there's Ariel. We'll take out her hide so they can enjoy one another. There we go, there she is. How's she looking, Josh? She looks very pretty, doesn't she? She's eating well. She took a small rat during the week, so she's obviously building. And we'll put this little fella in. Let's see if they can. Look, she's very interested. Look, she's investigating. She's thinking, what's happening? Why's my hide gone, and why's this fella come into my life? Well, this is the third time we put them together, so they'll get used to meeting each other, and I think that familiarity will hopefully build and bond. So we'll leave these two to explore each other. So that ends the pairing. Now we might have an ovulation. I'm not 100% certain, Jared. Let's have a look at the Coco Girl. Now, she's gone very, very big and very swollen. She's not been eating for ages. But can you see this side, the swell here, and the tail suck? Now I have actually lifted up her tail, and there is evidence that there's a tail suck there, Jared. This could be the beginning of ovulation. So she's certainly been off food for long enough. She's certainly been building nicely. And what you do to check the tail suck, Jared, is you come around this way. If I pick up her tail, she'll let me. Have a look at the tail suck. I can see a tail suck. Come around this side, Jared, you'll see it better. Can you see how the tail sucked in? See that? You see the groove going down the centre of the tail?
Mm-hmm.
That's called tail suck. So I think this could be an ovulation, Jared. And hopefully I'm certainly learning to identify them. I think Jazz better than I am. And so that's the one girl that I think she could well give us some eggs soon. And there's one other, Jazz, which is your girl, which I just showed very briefly, which is Phoenix. Have a look at the size of Phoenix. Now I think we spotted an ovulation last week, but if you just look at the size of her and what she's doing, can you see she's got her tail inside the circle rather than outside? That's an indication of preparing to lay, isn't it? She is also moving into a shed, so she might be preparing for a pre-lay shed as well. And she's actually on the hotter spot, so instead of cooling now, she's moving towards the heat. So these are all indicators that look promising, don't they, Jared? Yeah. And the other thing to mention is last year, or 2 years ago, she didn't give us a clutch last year, Jared, but 2 years ago, when did she give us the clutch? What month was it? Can you remember?
I think it was April.
It was April. So today's the 31st of March. So we've got April starting next month, tomorrow. And I think that they often say that if you check the calendar of your breeding girls, they often go in the same month of the preceding year or the 2 years prior. So I think that she's ready to go for April. So hopefully we'll get a new clutch. So the last bit is the next video we're going to be putting out will be the cutting of the eggs. And there, Jared, that's your other female toast. Let's have a quick look and see how she's doing. So there's the girl that gave us eggs 60 days ago. And she's doing ever so well, Jared. Look how big she is now.
Yeah, she's gaining her weight back quick.
She's eating a small rat every week now, isn't she?
Yeah.
And I could actually show you how good her condition is. Shall I bring her out for a second and just show you her condition? Because if you look at her, when she gave us the eggs, it was completely concave. Now look at the shape of her underbelly. Can you see how it's starting to fill?
Yeah, still not a little bit flat, but
yeah,
that's expected. It's only been a month.
Yeah. So that's been 2 months, isn't it?
2 months.
2 months, yeah. So in 2 months she's put on, and if you weighed her, Jared, she's probably put on about 400 or 500 grams, I'd say, in a couple of months.
Well, she's
which is good.
aggressively eating. So.
Yeah. So she's moving in the right direction. So she's the mother of the clown boys. So she's hopefully going to give us some cinnamon heck clowns. Now we did have a temperature spike, a drop on the incubator about 50 days ago, didn't we, Jared? And you picked it up and you adjusted it. So we're a little bit nervous about the egg cut because we don't know whether the embryos survive that drop in temperature because of a glitch on the incubator. But we'll find out when we do the opening. So we're a little bit nervous about this one, aren't we, Jared? But hopefully at least there'll be 1 or 2 animals that have made it through. We've got 5 eggs to look at. So join us on the next. Please join us on the next video. We'll be cutting that shortly. Thank you for your love and support. I hope everyone's enjoying this beautiful weather and everything's going well with your collections. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to join the channel, and we'll catch up with you soon. Bye bye for now.